Good morning! It is day 65 of our Appalachian Trail, Virginia LASH. We're leaving our Chestnut Knob shelter, which was an enclosed shelter. It had all four walls and a door. It was very, very cold, but it overlooks this beautiful view. I had a sunrise picture this morning. Had to get up at 6 and use the restroom, so I snapped a few photos. Apparently, this little valley down here is a sunk-in, like limestone crater, and if you walk the ridge around the crater circle, it's 8 miles, which we're not doing. The AT doesn't follow that, but it does a pretty good downhill. We had 4 other people in the shelter, 5 other people in the shelter last night, and Reptile, he said that he would pick us up Sunday from the highway when on his way back from trail days. So, we're trying to schedule a hostel this morning. It's already time to get back off trail and shower and do laundry. We just got a couple more days, and hopefully they're supposed to be sunny and warm. It is.
There's no hope so.
It was well below freezing outside the shelter. My thermometer said it was 41. It's the coldest it got inside the shelter. And then by the time everyone got up and around, it was already like 45 in the shelter because the sun had come up. Oh, not much of a view, I know. It's just a bunch of grass, but it is so pretty to see the sun today after the gloomy, rainy skies of the last 2 days. But I did put my pants on today instead of my shorts. I froze yesterday walking. So much so. Because there's so many people in the shelter, I didn't do a highlight or closing. So I think the blessing yesterday was we had trail magic at a road crossing before we started our big climb. And I don't know how, whatever it was, like 4 miles, whatever, elevation. It was a lot. Today we have a lot of downhill because, of course, we climbed uphill yesterday. The challenge yesterday, obviously, was just that it was a 9.5 mile day. It was mostly uphill, and it was freezing cold and windy. Like, never even broke 50 yesterday. So, looking at the weather at the shelter we just stayed at, you can't really see, but the shelter we just stayed at, it's only supposed to be 59 today. The shelter that we're going to, because it's at such a lower elevation, is supposed to be 69. So it has a 10 different degree, 10 degrees difference in the temperature just due to the elevation change. Do we have a view? I'm trying to find a spot on the trail that actually has a view so I can show you all what it looks like in the sun. I took a picture last night when it was all cloudy and gloomy. Ooh, that's pretty. That ridge. Very interesting. We had an old coal miner come up the trail this morning. He was headed Sobo. He was doing 6 miles. And then we had a couple of Amish or Mennonite gentlemen that had come up a side trail this morning as we were getting ready to leave camp. I don't know if there's a Amish or Mennonite community down there, but what a beautiful spot, huh? I think you can see all that. Gorgeous. Made the climb up yesterday worth it. It's definitely a nice view. Yesterday, not so much, but this morning it was great. We had a couple gentlemen up and out of the shelter by 6:30, and then most everyone else got out between 7 and 8. We actually had oatmeal this morning because I was rather hungry. My dinner last night wasn't what I wanted it to be, so I ate about 6 bites of it and gave it to Reptile. day 65 on the AT. Let's see what it beholds for us. Happy trails. We've had the strangest thing. This grouse just keeps following us on trail. No matter where I go, it just keeps coming after me. Like that! Like, I don't understand. It like literally runs. Like, I have gone, I don't really care for reptile, but it just keeps following me. Here, I'll go up this hill another 20 or 40 feet, and it has just kept following us. We thought maybe it was like protecting a nest, but okay, maybe we're out of its domain now. This has been going on for like at least 50 yards, maybe 150 to 200 feet of trail. It don't like you. It's already pecked at him once. But it doesn't flog. It's not like making it squawking or... So odd. Just weird. Just right there. Walk some more and see if she follows you.
You don't know what you want, do you? It'll be quicker than that.
It didn't like you. But it didn't do that to me at all. What is this thing doing? It won't leave us alone. That is the weirdest thing ever. That bird just keeps following us. I mean, like, I don't know if you can see in television, but this pretty much goes straight up. You can see that. And the bird just keeps following. And it just keeps talking. And every once in a while, it'll jump on Reptile's legs like it's trying to warn us off of something. But the further we get away, it still follows.
It just jumped on me again.
I don't understand. We're literally walking away from it. Okay. We're going to huff and puff over this peak that we're going to and see if our chicken of the woods is going to be following us.
Hilarious.
We have 4.5 miles to go. Did I mention that this was an 11-mile day? Well, it's a 10.7-mile day, but it certainly feels like 11, which is going to be the longest day that we've done on trail with full packs. And we have been herding since about mile 1. So we still have 4.5 to go. It is after 3 o'clock, so we're looking at getting in probably around 6. And we haven't seen very many hikers today on trail. But the trail's been up and down that sinkhole ridge from Chestnut Knob Shelter. And it was just, I think we're actually still on it. We just stopped at the road crossing, a gravel, like county gravel road in Virginia, and sat down. I took my shoe off because my Achilles is just, feels like it's so swollen. I have a blister pad on the back of my heel, but I don't have a blister. It's not even like red from it rubbing. It is just where I guess those tendons are that go to your heel. It just hurts. Something awful to have pressure. But Reptile, he's got feet problems too, and ankles, and we're just still trying to get as many miles as we can. There is a tent site and about 1.5 miles if we need to tent there. But the goal is the shelter, and we've been going slow and steady pretty much all morning. This is just, I mean, the view has just been not much of a view. There's a lot of vegetation. The few spots that had lookouts into the crater sinkhole was not really a good lookout because it was just all covered with the trees being leafed out. And I don't know where we lost so much time. I don't know if it was like messing with that grouse or it just seems like it's really late in the day. And we haven't made a whole lot of progress. We're more than halfway there, so that is progress. But we've got a good climb up out of this road gap back to the ridge. And then we have, looking ahead for tomorrow, is going to be another big day for us. And it looks like we've got a climb out of the shelter tomorrow. That's a very large climb. So we have about 500 feet of elevation, I think, in the next 4.5 miles. It has been a day. We have been going slow, with our feet hurting, but we are making it the best that we can. Whoever said that Virginia's flat and a breeze and, oh, Virginia's so much easier than the Smokies and North Carolina and Tennessee and Georgia, and yeah, they lied. They completely lied. It is not any easier. It's just slightly a different kind of hard. So, but another hard day of hiking on the AT. It's what we do. Alright, what a rock bluff we're coming up on. Very interesting. It's been so rocky, the trail has. I mean, that slows us down a little bit because it's like, where do you put your foot? A very interesting rock bluff. Crazy. Alright, so we will see you down trail. Don't know if you can tell from the sun angle, but it is nearing the end of our day. It is 5:35. I am walking through a very narrow path of brush, trees. 1 second. I know it's hard to see with the camera angle in the sun, but we have 1.4 to the shelter. It is all downhill the rest of the way, and I'm exhausted. We've done 9.3 miles. We still have 1.4 to more to go to make our 10.7. I have to climb over this tree. 1 second. Oh. Okay. It is exhausting. Everything hurts on me. My shoulders, my neck, from my waist down, my hands from gripping the poles, my wrist from pushing off the poles. Like literally my pinky's going numb right now holding the camera. Craziness. It's not an area in which we can just be like, oh, let's stealth camp. We don't want to walk the rest of the way to the shelter. It's nothing but rocks and overgrown. So really the shelter and the tent sites that are designated around the shelter are the only places to get, there, now I think you can see me, to really get a tent to go down. We've only had one hiker pass us today. We had the other 5 hikers leave us well in their dust from the shelter this morning. But I am utterly exhausted. We have been hiking since 9:30. And like I said, it is 5:35.
Not to mention almost an 11-mile water carry.
Yeah. Maybe you heard of Reptile, but we had a water carry at, I think it's 9.2 It was like a mile and a half after the shelter. That's the only water all the way to the shelter. It was 9.2. So he ended up carrying 4.5 liters of water plus his 20 ounce. So really 5 liters of water, which thank goodness his food bag is just about empty. And then I had my 24 ounce in my, what I call my bidet bottle full, just in case we needed extra water today. Lots of squirrels on trail, chipmunks everywhere, and then of course the grouse was crazy. But oh yes, and we saw deer. But I'm exhausted, so I thought I would just go ahead and do an ending right now. Challenge of the day is obviously the mileage, the 10.7, as I climb over yet another tree. Golly gee. And the highlight of the day had to be the grouse. That was the weirdest thing ever. I hope the videos can show it in all of this craziness. But we are sore. I can tell my feet are so swollen. My ankles and Achilles and all of that. So it'll be nice to get in and just get my shoes off and get off my feet. So we will see you guys tomorrow. And it'll be, hopefully, a shorter day. So, happy trails!